All right, it is Tuesday, July 13th. I'm Tom Novak. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather Update brought to you by All Energy Solar. All Energy Solar, they're using the power of the sun to create energy. That sounds like just a great idea. Thank you, All Energy, for sponsoring this update. It's busy. Let's get right to it. This is the visible satellite loop, and a subtle boundary now has set up across portions of central and eastern Minnesota, northwestern Wisconsin. You can see some scattered thunderstorms. These are widely scattered storms, have developed from about the Mankato area on northeast through the Twin Cities metro and then continuing into northwestern Wisconsin. Most of these storms are harmless. Yeah, they're dropping some heavy downpours for a time being, but they're in and out of the areas that they're affecting within about 10 to 15 minutes. And look at this. This storm down here just east of Redwood Falls is actually a pretty decent sized storm with quite a bit of lightning. But elsewhere, these storms are scattered, and that'll be the case here through the evening. So make sure you keep the umbrella handy for a quick downpour. The main action, of course, is going to get here tomorrow morning through the day tomorrow, the way it appears, across the upper Midwest. And it has all to do with this storm system that's pinwheeling over western Montana right now. This is a pretty strong disturbance for this time of the year. And it's wrapping up, and it's going to continue to move eastward right towards South Dakota and southern Minnesota as we go through time over the next 24 hours. And that is what's going to produce the energy and the twist in our atmosphere that is needed for, I think, some severe thunderstorm action as we go through the next 24 to 30 hours. All right, now I'm going to focus on tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to look at the wind fields in the atmosphere. This is at about 5,000 feet or 850 millibars from the NAM computer model guidance. Look how strong the low-level winds are tomorrow afternoon from Iowa into southern Minnesota. Now, as we go up in height, this is at about 10 to 15,000 feet. You can see the winds are now starting to turn southwest, and they're getting stronger as you go up in height. And then finally at 500 millibars, or at about 20,000 feet, the winds are now coming out of the west. So you're getting the idea. We are getting a twisting of the winds in the atmosphere as you go up, and they're actually increasing in intensity. That's shear. That's a great shear and twist in our atmosphere, or helicity, and that's a pretty good recipe from a wind standpoint for severe weather. Hence the reason why I'm concerned that a derecho, or a Meso Convective System, is going to move through southern Minnesota tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon, and then the potential for even some redevelopment of the storms as we go through the afternoon and evening hours. This is the CAPE analysis now, or I'm sorry, the supercell analysis now from the rapid refresh guidance, and look at what it shows for tomorrow afternoon and evening over southeastern Minnesota. This may prove to be the bullseye for severe weather as we go through the day tomorrow from about the Twin Cities metro, especially the southern metro, on southeast into northeastern Iowa as the storms develop. Of course, it's really tough to determine exactly how storms are going to evolve over time. But yeah, we have the ingredients in place for some severe weather, especially over the southern, well, 1/3 of Minnesota from the Twin Cities on south into Iowa, as we get what's considered a triple point now developing over northwestern Iowa or southwestern Minnesota. Then that triple point moves east towards southeastern Minnesota during the day tomorrow. A dry punch in the mid layers of our atmosphere, and then moisture coming up out of the south. All of that combined, along with this jet streak over northern Minnesota, yeah, that's a recipe for severe weather, and that's what we're going to be watching out for as we head through the day tomorrow. This is the future satellite now from the NAM computer model guidance, and look at how it beautifully shows the scattered thunderstorms that are developing this afternoon and evening over eastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. They fade away as we lose the heat of the sunshine during the evening hours, and then we look at what's happening over South Dakota. Look at these storms that are blowing up over South Dakota after midnight tonight, and then they're going to race east tomorrow. Depending on whether they keep their strength or not is going to also be a determination on whether we can get some redevelopment of these storms later in the day. But right now, the NAM guidance is showing a redevelopment of the storms over southern Minnesota and Iowa and into southwestern Wisconsin as we go into late tomorrow afternoon and evening. So this may prove to be 2 rounds of thunderstorms as we go through time. One in the morning tomorrow, and that could be a quick moving squall line or derecho of thunderstorms. And then, of course, how that evolves is going to determine whether we get redevelopment in the storms late tomorrow afternoon and evening over southeastern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Temperatures, look at that. Temperatures in the 80s today over much of Minnesota. So a beautiful, warm, and not so humid day today. That's why it kind of feels comfortable out there. Lows tonight will only drop into the 60s. And then highs tomorrow. This is going to be tricky. It depends on thunderstorm activity tomorrow morning. But if we can get some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, we may warm into the 80s yet over eastern Minnesota. And then I think those that are getting thunderstorms are likely going to stay in the 70s tomorrow. All right, here's your extended forecast. There it is. I am concerned about some severe weather, especially in southern Minnesota, and along with that, some heavy rains over southern Minnesota tomorrow. A few scattered thunderstorms yet this evening. And then look at what happens to our temperatures over time. They ever so surely warm up into above average readings by this weekend, or near or above average readings by this weekend and into next week. And just looking ahead towards a good chunk of next week, it really does look warm for Minnesota and Wisconsin, with the temperatures probably 5 to 10 degrees above normal as we head through the bulk of next week. All right, that's your forecast. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Keep an eye to the sky tomorrow, and we will talk to you tomorrow.